Yes, first of all, thank you for watching my videos continuously and who are supporting to take these videos, to record these videos, as well as who are watching this and who subscribe my channel. Very thanks to you, and I request all who are watching, so kindly subscribe my YouTube channel. So today I would like to discuss about maximum power transfer theorem for AC circuits, AC network, that is maximum power transfer theorem for AC, maximum power transfer theorem for AC. So for DC, we already described the maximum power transfer theorem as the maximum power can be delivered from source to load when the load resistance is equal to source resistance, that is in the case of DC. But it is not same for the AC, because in the case of AC we have the effect of both inductor and capacitor. Hence we need to take that effect also into consideration. So first let me take the network. So the source network may be like this. The source impedance is, let it be ZS, and load impedance is ZL. Load impedance is ZL, and here we want to apply some voltage. This is Vs at an angle of 0, or let it be this Vs is some maximum voltage, Vs sine omega t, where V is equal to Vs sine omega t. So Vs is maximum value of voltage. Vs is maximum value of voltage. So now here let us we assume Zs is equal to Rs plus J into Xs, where Rs is the source network resistance and Xs is the source network reactance. This reactance may be positive when this is the inductive in nature, and it is negative when it is capacitive in nature. Just once again I am repeating this. So this Xs is positive when we have the inductance in the source, and this Xs is negative when we have the capacitance in the network. Okay, and let it be ZL is equal to RL plus J into XL. So where RL is the load resistance and XL is the load reactance. This load reactance may be positive when the load reactance is inductive, and this is negative when the load is characterized with capacitor. And here we have the option. We can vary maybe the load resistance, or we can also vary the load reactance. We can change the load resistance, or we can also change the load reactance, or we can change both at a time. Simultaneously we can change RL and XL. So as we know, let it be the current in the source network is Is, and this current in the load network is I0. Let the voltage across ZL is V0. Voltage across the load is V0. Then what is equation for I0? I0 is equal to Vs. As this is the maximum value, we need the RMS value. So hence it is Vs by root 2. Vs by root 2 is the RMS value divided by Zs plus ZL. Or you can also write Vs by root 2 divided by Zs is Rs plus J into Xs plus RL plus J into XL. And here we can club real parts and then we can club the imaginary parts, and we can write the separate terms, that is real term separately, imaginary term separately. Then it will be Vs by root 2 divided by Rs plus Rl plus J into Xs plus XL. That's it. Okay. So now what is output voltage? V0 is equal to, yes, what is V0? Yes, we know that V0 is equal to, we can apply voltage dividing rule here, that is Vs, that means Vs by root 2 into ZL divided by Zs plus Z. But here my objective is to find out the output power. What is output power? Output power, you have the two components. One is real power and another one is reactive power. Real power, reactive power. Which power we need to take? We always take the real power only. So hence what is output power? Output power is P0 is equal to I square into RL, because RL is the resistance. The resistive power is active power or real power, the power which is utilized by the consumer. So hence I can take the P0 as I0 square into R. Okay, now let us substitute this value of I0, that is Vs by root 2 whole square by, if I take the magnitude, this will be Rs plus Rl whole square plus Xs plus XL whole square. This is also whole square into RL. Yes, so now what we are taking in the sense, here I am assuming that both RL and XL are varying. RL is varying as well as XL is also varying. So hence we have the two conditions. That is the case 1. When XL is varying, XL is varying. When XL is varying, so here we need to take partial differentiation of output power to the XL. This is equal to 0. That is equal to 0. Okay, now we do the integration of this one. This square, this will get cancelled. We will do the differentiation and equal to 0. Then what is this? Can apply the U by V formula. VDU minus UdV divided by V square is equal to 0. So that means here UdV, that is Vs square by 2 into RL dV. So differentiation of this. What is differentiation of this one? Differentiation of this term is 0 and differentiation of this will be 2 into Xs plus XL minus V du. This is V. Differentiation of this, because this is independent of the XL, hence that will be 0 divided by this whole square, that will be equal to 0. So hence totally what I can write in the sense, Vs square into RL Xs plus XL is equal to 0. Now we know that Vs is not equal to 0 and RL is not equal to 0. Then which will be 0? This term will be 0. That term is 0 in the sense XL plus XS is equal to 0. That means XL is equal to minus XS. XL is equal to minus XL. So therefore what we say, this is the network and this is the load impedance and here it is the source impedance. If I want to change this load reactance, load reactance only to get the maximum power. So then what is the condition in the sense XL is equal to minus XS. Okay, now let us check case 2 when RL is varying. Let's hope we have taken all these things. That's case 2 when RL is varying. When RL is varying. Yes, here also dou P naught by dou RL is equal to 0. What is the equation we have? That means dou by dou RL of Vs square by 2 into Vs square by 2 into this value RL divided by Rs plus RL whole square plus XS plus XL whole square. This will be equal to 0. Okay, this is equal to 0. Okay, now here also let us apply U by V formula. So obviously this term will goes to 0. This will be vanished. The remaining thing is this one. Now U by V, this is U and here it is V. So first one is VDU. VDU in the sense Rs plus RL whole square. What is the differentiation of this value? That is 2 into Rs plus RL. So this will be 0 and U is RL minus this value Rs plus RL whole square plus XS plus XL whole square. V du is 1. This will be equal to 0. But here our concentration is to calculate the value of RL, to find the value of RL. So that means here you can write this as 2 into Rs plus RL into RL is equal to Rs plus RL whole square plus XS plus XL whole square. Okay. This is 1 and here it is 2 into Rs plus RL into RL. That's very good. So then here you can write this equation as 2 Rs RL plus 2 RL square is equal to Rs square. That means I am expanding this one plus RL square, that is A plus B whole square, plus 2 Rs RL plus XS plus XL whole square. Let it be this as it is. Then 2 Rs RL, 2 Rs RL and 2 RL square RL square. So that means RL square is equal to Rs square plus XS plus XL whole square. So hence RL is equal to Rs square plus XS plus XL whole square, like this. Okay. So now we solve some problems. So how we can solve the problems in the sense, that is, I have the network like this. Resistance is there and some reactance XS. Here also resistance and this will be reactance. This is RL XL, this is Rs XS, Rs XS. So here let us assume the source voltage is Vs. Let us we assume RL is varying, XL is varying. RL is varying, XL is varying. So then RL is varying, XL is varying, in the sense what is the value of XL to get the maximum power? XL is equal to minus XS. What is the value of RL? RL is equal to RS square plus XS plus XL whole square under the root. Already we got the condition that XL is equal to minus XS. So if you substitute here, you will get RS square plus 0 square. That means RL is equal to RS. So hence what is ZL? ZL is equal to, yes, what is ZL? ZL is equal to RL is RS minus J into XS. When ZS is equal to RS plus J into XS. Okay, now if you observe these two equations, this is the complex conjugate of this one. So hence ZL is equal to ZS complex conjugate. So now I can state the maximum power transfer theorem for the AC network as the maximum power can be delivered from source to load when the load impedance is the complex conjugate of the source impedance. It is very simple. Yes, what is that? The maximum power can be delivered from source to load when the load impedance is equal to complex conjugate of the source impedance. Now what is how much amount of maximum power is there? Yes, let us find the amount of maximum power. So the output power is maximum P max when, what is the condition? XL is equal to minus XS and RL is equal to RS. RL is equal to R. So now what is equation for P naught? P naught, already we have the equation of P naught, that is Vs square by 2, and this will be, that is Vs square by 2 into RL. In the place of RL I substitute RS divided by RS plus RL, in the sense RS only whole square plus XS, and XL is minus XS whole square. This term is 0. That is 0. Now how much? What is this value? Vs square into RS by 2 into RS plus RS is 2RS whole square. This is not equal to 0. Yes, this term will be 0. Very good. And next one is Vs square into RS divided by 8RS square. So hence P max is equal to Vs square by 8RS. This is very, very important. Whereas in the case of DC, P max is equal to Vs square by 4RS. This is for DC. And for AC, P max is equal to Vs square by 8RS. Okay. Yes, thank you for watching this video. Try to subscribe my channel, and if you have any doubt you can post in the comments, or you can also contact me through my mail ID, that is iljbakhtsingh@gmail.com. Yes, thank you one and all. Thank you for watching this.